became obsessed with Here I Go Again on My Own or whatever, that song.
Smash.
And yeah, and then like Green Day and stuff. And then I fell in love with hip hop first.
Oh.
Yeah. Like,
Who'd you like in hip hop?
oh my God, man. Biggie's my favorite rapper.
What a guy.
I went like way like East Coast, like that kind of stuff.
That was your vibe?
Nas. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then like I was talking back before like Dre, and I've actually started to revisit some of that stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like Dre's production, like on the Chronic and stuff.
Crazy.
It's absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. That's cool though. So you were inspired by a lot of different types of music is what it sounds
man.
like.
And then it was but then it was really like punk rock, man. I went to a show. I saw this band Saves the Day and this band The Get Up Kids, and this was like 2001, so it was like the height of like emo punk rock. It was brand new, and it changed my life, dude. And it was like I was almost like I was so stoked on the show, but it was almost like I was looking around and I was like, I just want to be up there. Like what is like I didn't know how to play guitar, I didn't know how to sing,
right?
Like, I didn't know how to do anything,
right?
So I feel like that was I was a fan first, man. I was going to every show, you know?
Bro, I've never been to a punk rock show, but I got a feeling I think I would like it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could go to one sober. Is that true or no? Have you I don't know if that would be a thing for me.
I feel like they're pretty aggressive.
Right. And that I feel like I would need to have something in me to vibe out. Maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I could rock out sober and just raw dog it and have a great time. But I feel like I would want to have something so the whole experience would be met, you know? Because it's already going to be up here music wise.
Yeah.
And I'm here. So you know what I'm saying?
If you do go to a punk show, I will say you have to watch. So if you're in the pit, like right off the start, like as soon as the band walks out, the whole pit like moves forward, and it's almost like a wave. So it's like just go with the wave, because like if you even like fall or something like that, it's gonna
bring a life jacket because it's gonna be
just,
fucking wild.
Dude, just ride the wave,
dude,
man.
that is so wild. Yeah. I mean that's dope though. So punk rock was like that's what you stuck in at first, and
I was like a hardcore fan, and then I went to this like very serious high school. It was like an all boys school.
Hey, damn.
Yeah, and I was trying to have long hair, still have it.
You have some great hair, man.
Thanks. It's really long right now, dude. I need a haircut. But this kid, his name was Jamie, and he basically was in a drama class with me, and he asked me if I wanted to try out for his band. Because I had long hair, and he just assumed that I sang.
That's how I would. That's how I recruit too. Dude, so who's got the nice hair in this school?
You know, like smart and like
maybe a couple missing teeth. I would go there. I would go hair. What else would I choose? Tats, like in high school, would be pretty wild.
Tats.
What else would I recruit off of? If he's saying like cuss words, hitting the vape in the bathroom, I'd say he's probably needs to be a part of my band. Well, dude, anyways,
the thing was, man, like I didn't sing or play or anything. I just I applied to like one school for college, did not get in. So I was like, screw it, I'll just try out for this band. And he had me audition with a Hooche song, Crawling in the Dark.
Nice.
And we were a band for like 15 years.
Wow.
Which is crazy. Yeah.
What was the name of this band? I've heard, remind me what it was.
So it was one band, but it started off, our first name was called Eyes Once Promised. And we did it in one of those like band generators. Like you could go to like some website and it was right around, I think that Tom Cruise movie was out too. Called, like Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody was always like thinking it was that or not.
But it was just random word generator thing.
Yeah. We were like pretty hard, man. Like there was like screaming and stuff in the beginning. Yeah. And then,
did you sing?
I sang. Yeah.
I've never understood how you can scream every night. I don't understand how that works.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely can't do that anymore.
It's like it's done for.
It's almost like don't do it loud. Like let the microphone do most of it for you.
I guess does
that make sense?
It kind of does make sense.
Yeah, there's like a place in your voice that you can kind of get to where like in the mic it sounds like an actual scream.
So
it's not.
You're the singer, so you're right in the front. What's the craziest thing you saw in the crowd at one of your shows? Whether it's like someone get drop kicked or like
literally like that. Like usually like so when you go up to like when you're crowd surfing, a lot of the times people are like kind of throwing their legs around and like you'll just get kicked like in the face.
See, that's what I see videos of this and I think it's staged, but then I see them like get knocked out.
Yeah.
Why are we kicking each other? What? Dude, talk to me. Recruit me into it because I want to try it one time, but I don't understand. Like I'm seeing people getting like elbowed in the eye, and like kicked in the nostril, and I want to understand why it's happening.
I was not that guy, man. Damn. Like, I think it's more fun to do punk rock on stage.
I guess that's fair. Yeah.
It's definitely safer.
So are there, whenever people get kicked sometimes in the face, does it end up in a real fight and people get kicked out?
Sometimes, especially like where I'm from, because I'm from Providence, and so like our like hardcore scene was pretty. Like our first show was at a hardcore show, and we worked at Abercrombie, you know.
Oh
so,
yeah, dude.
But actually, what actually helped my band out was the fact that we did work at Abercrombie, because honestly, the girls that we worked with would come to our shows.
Hello.
So then everybody would want us to open because of the crowd that we drew.
It's beautiful.
And it actually turned us into like one of the more popular local bands because
that's wild.
Yeah.
That is so wild. When did you move to Nashville?
2008.
2008. That's what you said. And what was the move like here back in that, like 2008? What was the vibes?
It was crazy, man. We were making a record in New Jersey. And I remember the producer was like, "Man, do you listen to country music?" And I was like, "No, like, I mean, not really, you know." He's like, "Man, some of this kind of sounds like Rascal Flatts," and like, I'm like, "Who the hell is Rascal Flatts?"
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So I remember I went to Starbucks and bought the Me and My Gang record just to like listen to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Whoa!" I'm like, "These guys can like sing and play." And then I bought like a Keith Urban record, and then I just like actually went down a rabbit hole and like became obsessed. And like I kind of do that, you know, like
sure.
If I don't know about you, like do you have those things where it's like if you start liking something, you go like all in?
All in. Dude. All in.
So I went all in on country. And
that's so cool though.
So then I had to turn my punk rock band into like try to be a mainstream country band.
How was that?
It was different like when we started playing shows, you know?
Sure.
But I was hanging out basically in a parking lot outside CVS in my car, waiting to go into church, actually.
Nice.
Listening to 98.1, I think it was, Cat Country in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
And they played this brand new artist, Taylor Swift.
Never heard of her.
First single, Tim McGraw.
Is she still doing music nowadays?
I heard she's doing okay.
Okay,
but,
damn, dude.
I haven't heard from her in a while.
Wow.
So, no,
that was the first song you heard on that radio.
It was just like, I just remember like listening to the radio and like that one came on. And I remember being like, whoever works with her like might get what I'm trying to do, because no one else, this was like 2007. It's like no one really got like the young pop-ish country.
Right.
So I went home and I basically like Googled who's Taylor Swift. And I found—
What a wild, I mean, it's so wild.
Dude, because like she was like, no one knew,
right?
You know? And I found her producer's website. This guy, Nathan Chapman, who's like an absolute legend now.
Dog.
And I wrote him an email and I completely made up a story that me and the guys were going to be in Nashville meeting with record labels.
That's right.
And we were like, not. There were no label meetings. I'd never been to Nashville.
Great. Job well done, though.
And dude, he wrote back and we drove to Nashville the next day. Yeah.
Wild.
It was crazy. And we showed up in East Nashville and we called him up and we're like, "Yo, dude, we're here." And he was like, "Okay. Well, if you guys want to come by the house." We went by his house and we had all of our equipment too, everything. And we played in his living room for him. And
wow,
he like decided to work with us like on the spot.
It
was pretty crazy, man.
How old were you then?
I think I was like 21.
Dude, that is so wild, bro.
And then we moved to Nashville like shortly after that, and then we were here. Yeah, we had like a band house in Green Hills.
It's big time, bro.
It was sick. Yeah, we all worked at the mall together.
Yeah,
I was at Abercrombie.
Abercrombie,
still, you know?
baby. I haven't been in an Abercrombie in a minute.
Dude,
Abercrombie,
it's way different now.
What'd they do?
They sell like Tupac shirts and stuff. It's a whole different place.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like it's cooler. Yeah.
Tupac, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should go back. If they're doing that, if they're on that vibe now, I think that might be the move.
They kind of have like cool clothes. It's definitely not the same like the way
they changed it up a little bit.
Yeah,
they probably got a African American to start doing some designing or something. Yeah, I get it. That's what I think everyone should.
Yeah.
Hey, do we have we should. Who makes the clothes here? The designers right here. African American, Zen. Yes, I knew it. I knew that's why the merch has been looking really good.
Death Row shirt?
I knew it, and he's got a Death Row shirt on. I knew it. I knew that had to be part of the plan.
Actually, dude. So I have this.
I knew it.
I just started. We just started a label called East Music Row.
Okay.
And I kind of want to make some knockoff Death Row merch, but with East Music Row instead of Death Row. Right.
Smart.
I feel like
I love it.
Maybe we can collaborate on something.
Yeah, that's it. We got the guy back there. That's it. That's it. I love it, bro. Well, I want to talk about your new release, Bad Guy, man.
Yeah.
You bad guy or what? You've got some, what's been going on?
I mean, that's like
Love the song, by the way.
Thanks, man. Thanks. It's actually like a couple years old, man. I think I wrote it like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Tim Bruns produced it. I don't know if you know, he's in a band called the Cabin Boys.
Okay.
But like killer songwriter, like more like in the Americana kind of scene. But
right.
I don't know about you, but like you ever have those girlfriends where like you break up, whatever, the ex, and then they end up with someone else.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's like, you're like, damn, like you bump into them and you're like, what's up? Like you kind of start
What's up,
talking
man?
again. And then it's like, so this time around.
Hell yeah.
So Bad Guys basically, it's the first time like an ex of mine has gotten married.
Oh.
You know? And like kind of like asking yourself like, damn, okay, this is weird.
Yeah.
You know? Like, do I like try to be the guy? Like, wait, am I in love with her still? Like, do I do the thing? Do I shoot my shot, try to end it? Like whatever.
Yeah.
Or do I not be the bad guy and just like be happy, find happiness for them? And that's what the song's about.
I love that.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you've been on the other side. Have you been the bad guy where you like, tried to hit them up again after they maybe started seeing someone else?
There's usually a round 2 or 3 with my exes. Yeah.
I think that's everyone, to be honest, Johnny.
Is hard. It's like, how do you do it, dude? You know?
Johnny, I think that's everyone.
Yeah, I know.
There's just, you spend so much time with someone, it's hard to, just skirt and then just not talk.
That's it. A couple months go by. It's like you bump into them or you see like the DM is usually a big one, right?
DM's big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I love that. That's a good concept for a song.
Yeah.
So you crushed that. You have a cool way of blending. Like you said, I didn't know you grew up listening to a lot of different stuff, but you can tell, and it kind of comes out authentically when you do your music, which I think is super dope, bro.
Thanks, man. It's been fun as like, so these days I'm definitely trying to do more of like the songwriter stuff, like as far as like job goes.
Right.
And it's definitely easier because it's like I can write with like some punk bands and like do that. And then I love writing country songs. Like I truly, truly love it. I wrote with Michael Warren yesterday.
Michael, baby.
Yeah, like we wrote a sick one yesterday.
So far.
But as far as me as an artist, man, it's been tough because like I always feel like I fall on this like middle ground.
Sure.
And I feel like Bad Guy is one of those songs too. It's like sonically, it's like, is it country? Is it not? Is it Americana? Is it not?
Right.
But I feel like I'm at the point now, dude, where it's like, I'm just trying to be myself.
Boom.
I'm like super open about that now. And like, I love Nashville. I love country music. I love making it.
Yeah.
But it's always going to be like my take on it.
I love that. I think we're getting into a beautiful spot also in country music to where the lines are, you can cross them and everyone's crossing them. And it's, but if you go back to the history, which I'm not good at school, but I know that country music came from like a lot of different types of genres. And it's like, it all will bind back together melodically, lyrically, like it comes all in one. So like you said, I like how you said, I'm just going to be myself and whatever the hell comes out, bro. It's just, that's how it should be. And I think that's getting really like normalized, which is I'm all in for.
Dude, you think about Johnny Cash. It's like when he was coming up and doing his thing, man, he was like getting kicked out of the Opry. Nobody wanted to mess with him.
Right.
And now you drive around and he's got a Hall of Fame here and billboards. It's like,
I
think in Nashville specifically too, it's like you kind of have to like be yourself, be a little rowdy, like do whatever you have to do.
Totally.
It's always been that here. And I think like, what do you want to just like copy somebody else? And I think listeners are like aware of that and they can see it and they can smell it and they can sniff it. And I've done that, dude. Like my first record label, my big one was like, I fell into that trap, like writing with all the big writers and just trying to sound like everybody else.
Right.
And it definitely it's not the answer.
No, I think another great example is Taylor Swift. You brought her up. She's singing straight country and then goes full pop.
Yeah.
And now she like does a mix of both and no one gives a shit.
Well, plus, dude,
she just won a Grammy.
Like, what about you, like, listening wise?
Again.
Like, do you listen to, like, multiple genres? Do you?
Yeah.
So I, like,
yeah.
Doesn't it make sense that people would want to make multiple genres and kind of?
It's always made sense to me, and it's really, I will stand on this, go to the grave with it, that it doesn't make sense, bro, how you can only do country music. You can only do pop, bro. I'm telling you, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, if someone told me that, I'd tell them to screw off, because I would hate my life if I had to do one thing.
I do wonder if radio does, like, I always wonder, it's like, everyone's talking about, like, radio is going to go away or whatever. It's like, the day that does happen, like, it's probably going to be when they stop putting radios in cars, right? But when that does happen, are genres, like, is that going to go away? Because I don't think people go on Spotify and solely listen to one genre.
No.
So it's like, hopefully in 5-10 years, like, we won't even have to talk about anything being like a certain genre or whatever.
Surely, bro. And a way I looked at it as well is when my time is done doing music, whenever that is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to look back on January 9th and was like, shit, I pissed off a lot of people because I put out a pop country song and they didn't like it and it just didn't make sense. I will never do that. As long as, like you said, where if it feels good and it feels like you, and would you listen to it in your car? It's like, put that shit out, bro. Like, let's rock.
I've become like, I read that Rick Rubin book, the Creative Act. He kind of talks about that. He's like, all you can really do is like focus on making what you're making and make it the best possible version that you love.
Beautiful.
You cannot control anything after that. It's like, who knows, you know?
100%. And it's like a painting, bro. It's like, it's art. You can't, you can judge the painter, but what the painter wants to put on the paint is going to paint. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, they don't care what you think. They're doing their thing. Yeah, man, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Screw off, sonny.
Making it is kind of the point. And then like whatever happens after is like kind of commerce and extra, you know?
100%, bro. Yeah. Well, good deal, man. I'm excited. And everyone who has not listened, Johnny Gates got Bad Guy out and it is fire. And for all the bad guys out there, or actually, you know, guys who are chose to go the good route and leave the ex alone.
Yeah. Check that shit out. I think, and thanks for having, dude. So I'm in the middle of like putting a record out right now.
Hello.
It's called Bipolar.
Oh, yeah.
It's a double record. Side A is like my solo, like country Americana stuff.
Dope.
Side B is, I started a punk band last year called Johnny Was Here. So side B is going to be that. And I'm putting out 2 singles every month this year.
Nice.
One from each side of the record.
Oh, so we got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah. So the next single comes out, I think like February 23rd.
Oh, it's dope.
And then once a month, dude, throughout the rest of the year. And
crushing, bro.
Yeah. I just cut a few with Sam Grow.
Yeah.
You guys know Sam.
Yeah.
We just recorded 3 songs. And actually, I did a cover of, I haven't announced it yet, but I did a Taylor Swift cover.
Hey.
So it's going to be one of the singles that we released.
It's a good time to probably be covering Taylor Swift,
I
would say. Yeah, she is everywhere. She's in the football lane right now.
She might be winning a Super Bowl, bro.
She could be winning a Super Bowl this Sunday. Who do you watch football?
Here's the thing with me and football, man. I grew up in New England. So I was like the dude in the bar, die hard. I would have to watch Super Bowls alone.
I love it. So what are you feeling? Chiefs, 49ers?
I think the Chiefs will win.
What's the score?
Oof. I think it'll probably be close. I can't not. Mahomes is always going to do it until he doesn't. And he hasn't ever proven me wrong, really. And I just think he's kind of like Steph Curry in a way, where it's like, I'm not going to bet against that dude.
Dude, he's like, I haven't gotten, like the last 3 weeks, they've been underdogs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is Vegas doing, bro? It's free money. So I'm throwing, it's Mahomes, dude.
So what do you think? Chiefs?
I'm with you. I think I'm going to go Chiefs.
Dude, I think he's such a beast, man.
He's a dog.
Like, you can't stop him.
I'm going to go field goal probably. 27-24 feels right to me.
Cool. You think Taylor shows up or no? What are the odds on that?
Taylor shows up. And Taylor gets a shirt.
Is that a bet? Like, can you go on whatever?
I guarantee you. I bet the odds are like minus
interesting
400 maybe, I would say. I like the Chiefs though too.
Yeah. What's your team?
I like the Cowboys.
Okay.
It's sad.
Interesting team.
It's sad.
I thought Belichick was going to go there.
Yeah, it's sad. It's just sad, man.
Yeah. You guys always get right there. It's like
we're there, and it's our year every year, and it's never our year. I grew up I'm from Oklahoma, so we're right by Dallas.
Cool.
That actually brings me to a question I wanted to ask.
Okay.
Because ask questions, dogs, and we will after we go through this topic. Let's read off some questions that you might have from me or Johnny. Cool. All right, Johnny. So I bring up Texas. This was not planned. I was taking a crap earlier, and this came on my phone on Twitter, and it made me think. I got to ask this. So say the United States of America went into a war, and all the states were their own whatever that thing's called, right? Yeah. What state do you have winning the war?
I feel like Texas would be a 1 seed. Would definitely be a number 1 seed.
1 seed.
I can't really see anyone. I mean, like where I'm from, like I feel like the Northeast is scrappy. Like revolutionary.
They are scrappy.
Revolutionary War vibes.
You got some history.
But I just feel like now Texas is so big. Like how can you compete with that? In California, it's like I don't know. California's kind of in disarray right now.
I was thinking hard. And I went immediately to Texas because anytime I've walked across the line, like I grew up about 2 hours from the line.
Yeah.
And when you get across the line, you feel something you want to go to a Buc-ee's and get a can of Skull
Dude, and drink a Lone Star.
Drink a Lone Star. They probably will sell you a pistol there and just go to battle.
They ride horses and stuff. Like
they ride.
How can
Texas,
you know what I mean?
Texas has diversity too.
Yeah.
So best of both. You can get the cowboys.
Yep.
You can get the hood guys, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel like if we went to battle, they would come together to just pop off. Yeah. So I think Texas is the easy answer. I think. Who's your underdog? Let's think of like a small.
I mean, New York.
I guess, yeah. I guess New York.
In a way, they just like.
I feel like it's a lot of NPCs, though. It's like a bunch of robots running around. Yeah. Or zombies. They kind of give me zombie vibes when I look at that, like Times Square or whatever that's called.
It would have to be like outside the city. It would have to be like the more like Italian.
Yeah.
Like my family's super Italian. Like
nice.
They'll go down like they'll go down fighting, you know. But I just can't see them beating Texas.
I'm feeling a underdog plus odds. North Dakota.
Interesting.
They're weird.
Yeah, it's weird up there, man.
And they know another underdog is New Mexico. I don't feel like that's real. I don't feel like they ever really. I don't think they wake up.
Yeah.
And do anything normal.
Have you like driven through?
I have, and
crazy out there.
I thought I was gonna die from just like not seeing anyone.
Yeah, it's just like there's just like a train every now and then.
When I got into New Mexico, I have not done drugs, but it made me. I was thinking I might do it here because it like there was a casino.
Yeah,
I walked into the casino. Casinos are wild to me as well, but New Mexico, there was just everyone was just tapping and they were just.
Like that desert vibe.
Zombies,
everything's like this color.
And I wanted to tap them.
You know?
I wanted to tap them and just have a conversation. But I got the vibes that it wasn't a real human most of the time. So New Mexico could probably pull some things off.
Yeah, especially that area by like, have you been to El Paso?
Yeah.
Like where kind of Texas meets New Mexico. Dude,
scary.
And like Mexico's right there too. Yeah. Juarez, I think.
Yeah.
That's a wild place. Like the border's right there.
Yeah, dude. I feel like they could have they could probably put up a fight.
Scrappy.
California, you know, it's big. They would probably bring a little.
I feel like they would turn on each other.
Yeah, I think that's probably smooth.
Yeah,
Texas
is united.
Texas would win the war. I think.
Yeah.
I think
this is good for us because then we all get Lone Star.
Right.
You know?
So now we're chilling.
Yeah.
But you've never lived in Texas before, have you?
I've never lived in Texas.
I kind of want to live there now, bro. Because have you heard about how cheap it is over there?
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Like everybody talks to me about
idea.
like, dude, you'd like Austin. Like Austin's sick, and I'm just like, I mean, I've been a few times for. I've only ever been for like South by Southwest.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, I feel like, who do you think, like in the war of music, like when it's Nashville versus Austin, I just feel like Nashville.
Oh, it's gotta be.
Beat Austin in a way. Cause like you can do, I feel like there's more of this.
Yeah. I feel like it would 100%. I think Nashville would just.
Now I just lost Texas though. See, now in the war, I'm screwed.
That's right.
Yeah,
now your turn.
I love Texas, dude. Like truly, like when you are in Texas, you feel like you're somewhere else.
Sure.
We used to go right down there. I actually went on a writing trip with, it was sick, dude. It's a good story.
Texas is great.
It's actually a crazy story, dude. I was down there writing with Liz Rose.
Yeah.
This was back like when, you know, I had the major label. So I was able to do that stuff. And she picked me up from the airport. I'm in the car. Taylor Swift calls her.
Oh, wow.
You Belong With Me just went #1 on pop. And it was like the first pop single. She had this amazing like river house, and like Jack Ingram shows up for like coffee in the morning. I'm like,
yeah,
this place is crazy.
Yeah, is this is this real life?
So like, I want to go do that.
Yeah, that
was sick.
That sounds phenomenal.
Yeah.
Do we have any questions over there that you guys want to read off to us?
So let me see. I did have a question from somebody asking about your Liverpool hat. Is that a Liverpool hat?
It's not my hat. It's not my hat. I didn't steal it either. It's one of my homeboys. It's probably Landry. Probably being a sarcastic asshole.
I think Landry did say something, but actually that came from somebody else.
Oh, sorry. This is Landry's hat, and
that's actually amazing.
And I think I gave him. We were going out, and I was doing the hat, and he wanted my vest. That's what it was.
Do you like soccer?
Do you like soccer?
I don't know anything about it, man.
Nah, I guess it's fine.
I mean, I watch like World Cup.
Yeah, I can do the World Cup. I've been to a couple Nashville games. I think they're fun.
Oh, dude, the Nashville games are awesome.
I think it's dope. Soccer's fun to me. I don't know what's going on most of the time, but I think it's fire.
Dude, my old roommate was from England, and he was a Tottenham fan. And dude, he would rewatch the games like 3 times throughout the week.
Wow.
Like, serious. It's different, dude. Picture watching like a Cowboys game 3 times that week.
Yeah, there's not happening.
It's different. We don't do that.
No, that's wild. Do we have anything else yet? Hit me if we do.
Landry asked about your scabby knee. What happened, man?
Scabby knee. So that would have came from this weekend, most likely, which was also my birthday. I will bring back. And I fell on the pavement.
Nice.
Yep, I fell. And I think I told Andrew that. But I did fall on the yeah. You ever broken a bone? Let's get off me, bro. Get off me.
I've never broken a bone. I sprained a finger. That was it was with one of those. Do you remember like in recess, you'd play football with those things. It was like it wasn't a Nerf football. It was like it had like a long back to it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking. I don't know what they're called.
Those things like break fingers, man.
Oh yeah,
and like my finger went, but no, I never broken a bone.
Wow. Dude.
How about you?
I don't think I've broken a bone. Have I?
I feel like we're in the minority there. I feel like a lot of people have broken bones.
I don't think I've broken a bone. I don't even remember. I don't remember what I ate for breakfast this morning either, though. What'd you eat? Wait, are you a cereal guy, bro?
I don't eat a lot of breakfast, but I am. I like cereal at night, though.
Okay, so question is, if you had to choose one cereal for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
One cereal. This is serious.
It's easy for me.
What are you going with?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yes, dude. And do you eat the Cinnamon Toast Crunch soggy, or do you let it just, do you pour the milk and go right in?
I like, get the bowl, get the cereal in, milk, eat it, go back to the box, get more, and then more milk. And then it's just almost like it's a little soggy, but also still not this fresh Cinnamon Toast Crunch in there. And then it turns soggy. So yeah. It's
hard to beat, bro. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is 100%. It has to be the most popular. I think if I was to throw in, like just be devil's advocate, I'd go with Cookie Crisp.
Yeah, I mean, that's almost
you like that one?
That's
like an underdog. It's a little underdog.
It's like its own demographic, right? Yeah. It's like cookies.
It's cookies. And I'll tell you why I say this, bro, because first, you can eat it dry.
Yeah.
Second, add a couple milk, add a little milk in there. Yep. You can go right in, or you can let it get soggy and it still tastes fire. And so I would go probably with Cookie Crisp. Second, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the right answer, though.
Do you like put more milk in, or do you just let it go soggy? And then
See, great question. And I think this would be a red flag. I don't put more milk in. Okay. If I'm going in for seconds, and I don't know why. I think it's laziness. I think, but I don't love. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's a great question.
I mean, it's hard to stop with cereal too, right? Like you could easily eat an entire box.
100%.
Easily, especially at night. I'm a big cereal at night guy. It's like
it hits different. It hits different at night, dude.
Yeah. Do you eat breakfast a lot though? Coffee though, man. I wake up immediately go get coffee.
How many coffees you pound a day?
It depends, man. Usually, honestly, if I'm like having a session, I'm like every like half hour, I'm back at the coffee machine, like filling up. Yeah, so like maybe like 4 or 5 cups.
I think that's legal. I think 4 is like the supposed to be the amount.
What about you? Big coffee guy?
Huge coffee guy. Yeah. I think I drank coffee since I was 8, and that's why people said I only got to 5'7", 5'6", because it makes your you can't grow. I don't know. I believed it because girls used to say that, and it used to make me sad. I
like the whole like. I almost feel like I'm more addicted to like getting coffee than I even am like liking coffee.
It's kind of like, just the dopamine of like taking a shot or just taking the coffee does it for me too.
Yeah.
Maybe the smell of it.
All of that. Just like getting up in a session being like, I'm going to go get some more coffee. And it's like the whole thing.
Doesn't it feel good?
When you bump into somebody, you're like, what up, man? Yeah,
Doesn't it feel good?
Yeah.
Coffee. I wonder who drank the first cup of coffee.
Dude, probably somebody in Texas.
Had to have been someone in Texas, actually.
Hey, so Newcomb says Raisin Bran is superior.
Oh, Raisin
Bran. Well, I'm not a raisin guy. Do you like raisins? Like, I cannot get.
I've never liked raisins.
Yeah, I don't know. The texture.
It feels like what does it feel like?
I like the packaging. The box is cool.
Have you ever been in church and sinned in church? I don't know if you accidentally said a bad word. It doesn't even have to be a bad sin, but have you ever been in church?
Yeah, I've definitely been in church where it's like
and sinned in church.
Yeah, I would say yes.
That's what raisins feel like to me. They feel wrong. Raisins feel awful.
We're not supposed to be eating those.
Right. That's how I feel. So very odd choice there, Raisin Bran. I don't even think I think I would rate Raisin Bran. I don't know if I'd rate it. It might be 1 out of 10.
Yeah. I don't even know if I've ever had it. I'm bad with food though, dude. I've never even had honestly, I had my first peach last year.
I don't know if I've had a peach either, bro.
Texture, man, it's weird. It's like fuzzy. I don't know.
I don't think I would like a peach. I don't think I've had a peach.
Have you had a pear?
I've had a pear.
Was it good?
awful. It was my school cafeteria served
like a
it.
Bad apple.
And there would be like brown spots on them.
I don't know.
What was her name? Carol? I think her name was Carol. She was the lunch lady, blonde. Not the most attractive woman ever, but the sweetest woman ever.
Yeah.
And she would hand out the fruit. You know how they had the fruit? And she would hand the pears. Yeah. And the pears always had brown spots on them.
I don't like.
And I would say, Carol. Come on. There's brown spots on the pears.
There's going to be some freshies back there.
Can we get some fresh? Come on, talk to me. Can we get some fresh fruit in the tray, dude?
Yeah, let's go.
I got to go to recess after this.
Dude, I don't like the shape of pears. Like, I love apples, though. Like, I'm the biggest, love apples.
Yeah.
Honeycrisp, let's go.
Yeah. I love it, bro. I mean, I love how you're able to, I don't have an agenda, and I love to just really, it means a lot that you like to talk about cereal like that. It really does.
Dude, I truly do love cereal.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just bad at grocery shopping. I need to go grocery shopping more.
I think so too.
I live next to a 7-Eleven. So it's like, I kind of don't have to ever go grocery shopping.
Yeah.
But I might die because I eat beef jerky way too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude,
you know what I mean?
Beef jerky.
So what's
okay, my last food topic, then we'll get back on board. But you just brought up a great question, bro. You stop at a gas station.
Yeah.
You get 3 items.
Yeah.
You don't,
Easy.
there's not another stop 6 hours away.
Yeah.
6 hours. That was extreme. 2 hours away.
Yeah.
Like we're in Nevada or something.
Yep.
What are the 3?
This is what I've been doing. All right. So on the road, this is what I do. If I'll get the, the peanut butter Ritz things that have the cracker and the peanut butter.
It's gas.
Get the biggest possible one. Sometimes they have maybe an 8-pack, 12-pack.
Oh,
one of those.
Start getting. Oh, you're talking about the mint, they're this long.
Yeah, it's the little it's like cracker, then peanut butter in the middle.
Yes, sir.
You know.
Yes, sir.
So get a thing of those. Definitely some beef jerky.
Yes,
for protein.
great choice.
You know,
great choice.
And then I've been getting those.
You got to add a drink in, right?
Yeah, you know what I love, dude? And I got it the other night for the first time in a long time.
Say it.
Blue Powerade.
Wow,
it's so good.
Great choice.
Kind of the only drink at McDonald's I'll get.
Yeah. That's a great choice.
It's a good McDonald's.
That's 3 really good options.
Yeah,
and I like how you have everything going on.
Yeah.
You got sweet, salty, and then the medium drink.
Yeah. What about you?
Sunflower seeds.
Oh, dude, you have to have those on tour.
And if they don't have sunflower seeds I go to pumpkin seeds. You ever had a pumpkin seed?
Yeah.
Gas. Yeah. Absolute premium gasoline. Yeah. And then if I'm going sweet, I don't do sweets. I'm not really good at sweets.
Okay.
So I go beef jerky.
Yeah.
And then I get my sweet drink. So it's probably going to be a Gatorade, Powerade, chocolate milk. Yeah. I like chocolate milk a lot. Dude, but chocolate milk makes me have to shit really bad every time.
Sunflower seeds, though, that is if you're touring, that you have to get sunflower seeds. And it's if you're driving, it kills 2 hours.
It's convenient.
It's the easiest thing.
I love it, man. Well, I do have a question, and it's kind of serious, but it's not serious.
Okay.
So let's go back to 2008 Johnny.
Yeah.
Moved to Nashville.
Yeah.
Doesn't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
And let's go to Johnny now.
Yeah.
If the old you could see the new you right now, what would the old you say?
The old me?
Yeah.
I would be I would be glad that I didn't quit because it would have been so easy a few times to just quit.
Yeah.
It would have been easier.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad I didn't because the old, what I would tell young me is that it just trust it. You know what I mean? I know it was leading here, but when you're doing it, you don't know that. So now even as a person, dude, I'm trying to just be every single day, not even stress about the future. Just be this is it. And it's going to go where it's going to go. And it's always kind of gone okay. Even when it doesn't, you kind of learn a lot from it.
You've gotten through your hardest days.
Yeah, man. And you do learn a lot from the worst days. And I will say any record deal that we had that didn't work out, I'm thankful it didn't work out. And I'm also thankful that we didn't burn bridges either. We trusted it and learned.
Learn something from it.
Yeah, dude, because it made sense that it didn't work out. I wasn't ready. You know what I mean? And
so you would tell your old self as well. I mean your new self. You would say, just keep going.
Yeah, I would tell my younger self, trust it.
Yeah.
And my younger self, I think, would say to me, I'm glad you trusted it.
That's beautiful, bro. And I'm glad. You know why I asked that question? Because it can go one of 2 ways. It could be negative. It could be positive. And you gave yourself flowers, bro. And that's something that is not very popular, I would say, especially as men, is giving ourselves flowers. And I want to say it's a beautiful answer and that it's a great answer, bro. You didn't give up, and you should feel good about that.
It was hard though, man. We when we lost, so our band, like we had like we signed to a major back, like when we first moved to Nashville, we were on a major label for like, I think like 5 years.
Yeah.
And we moved here and we signed like 3 months later. So, and you know, I didn't really understand much at that point. And I was in these rooms with these writers that like I looked up to, and I didn't even know what was going on, you know?
Yeah.
So when I didn't have, like when we lost the deal, I did move to LA for like 4 years. And I think like that kind of saves me a little bit. That's like that middle ground. It's almost like going to the desert for a while. Like it's weird because it is a desert, but without that, like I don't think I would have been able to. I think I probably would have quit.
Yeah.
So I feel like even getting away for a little while, even if it's just like go for a walk or something,
right?
Like, just chill out.
Totally.
You know what I mean, it's not bad. Just trust it, dude. And
totally.
If something's not working out, it's because it's not supposed to work out.
Spot on.
Believe that.
You know, that brings me to a point where, I mean, you have, obviously you said you've been through some stuff, man, where, you know, times are hard and everyone does go through stuff, but do you have, how do I word it? Say we're dealing with any type of depression or anxiety.
Yeah.
Which most of us do. What have you done to get through that? If you don't mind sharing.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a difficult thing for me because I definitely like struggle with some of that.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. And it's like, I think in this industry, sometimes like it's even glorified. Like you're supposed to be like crazy and like the dark, crazy artists. And which like, I do think like it's going to be hard to create any sort of art if you don't have that in you. But like that, like getting depressed about it and becoming this like monster, like is not the way. So for me, and it's hard, dude, because I look up to like, you know, Kurt Cobain's probably my favorite artist.
Right,
you know?
Dude. Exactly.
And I think like he's a good example too of like, you know, just even, I don't know if fame and success is even like, we all stress out about art not working out like we want it to, but like, I don't even know if it fully working out is the answer.
I don't think so.
Because like the people that it kind of works out the most for,
it's wild.
Are kind of the ones that are like struggling the most.
Right.
You know? So I will say, last year I started going to therapy. There's a place in Franklin called Porter's Call.
Porter's Call.
Yeah. And if you're an artist, there's an application process, but they have basically it's free counseling for artists, singers, musicians. And, and it's honestly saved me that in a way that like I didn't even know that I was struggling with something.
Oh yeah.
I thought that I was just this like angry artist and that was cool.
Right.
And I didn't realize that like they taught me that I needed to kind of like talk to that side and figure it out. So yeah, man, the mental health stuff is, dude. And it's like, you know, it was hard for me because I had never gone to anything like that.
Sure.
And I come from like the best family ever.
Right.
And so even to like bring that up to them because like they raised me, it was perfect.
Right.
You know? So it has like, didn't even stem. I know a lot of it was probably music stuff and just like, I don't know, when you're creative, your brain's a little different. It's, like, it's hard to fit into society sometimes, you know? So yeah, what about you? Do you?
It's a great question, man. There's days, man, where I don't know, man. I go through stages to where I'm a really happy guy, but I'll have days where I just don't want to get out of bed. Yeah. And like I don't really even know how to explain it. It just happens.
Yeah, like what kind of keeps you there?
I think overthinking and feeling like I'm not enough is probably what does it. Where I feel like I'm behind, even if I'm not. I've always been one, even when I played sports, to just get in my head about things, and so sometimes I feel like I'm behind or like I did something wrong, and it kills me, like it drives me nuts.
But like that voice in your head, you're the only one that hears that voice. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like that, you know what I mean? Even the overthinking, that's just like the dark side of you. Almost like not wanting you to be happy.
100%. I'll tell you, dude, what's helped me the most whenever I'm really like in that state where I can't get out of bed or like I don't want to work is I swear to you, talking to someone. Yeah. Like it really, you got to find someone you really trust. Yeah. And luckily God has put people in my circle that I trust where I can tell them and they're not going to go vent to someone. Yeah. And having those people was really big because now it's stuck right here in me and I'm in my brain. What have I, blah, 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 blah. If I'm able to talk, it always seems to help.
And dude, it's weird. Like, and you know, like where I go, like I'm still very new to it. I think I've only gone like maybe 7 times, you know, but it's not so much different than this,
right?
Which is essentially talking.
Totally.
You know what I mean? So it's like you can probably just do it with a friend, and like it's kind of you're just talking about it,
sure,
instead of just like
exactly
thinking about it.
And that was the hardest thing. Is the majority of my life, I'd say till I'd say 20 years of my life, it was not speaking up. It was like legit. You're keeping it in, and you're dealing with it and getting over it. And then you hit a point, bro, where it's just like, I don't know if I can like keep going, you know, without saying anything.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. And then I think also I also give like God, I pray, and that has helped me a ton with like giving me comfort. And there's a lot of good verses in the Bible talking about dealing with anxiety, and even if you're not religious, I'm saying that even though I do believe, that has helped me a lot. So those are probably the main things, man.
It does seem like in any kind of religious book,
sure,
I feel like they do stress like, and faith, have faith.
Sure.
It's all good. Have faith. So
right.
It's like there must be something there, but just trusting like it's going to be okay.
It's beautiful.
Even when you don't think it is, you know?
Yeah. It's beautiful.
It's tough, man. And like, luckily, like Nashville's a great community.
Yeah.
Cause really like everyone's so close. Everyone's here, and you can like focus on doing this kind of stuff, and just like you can switch. You can go from music to making podcasts to like you're making music videos. It's like, I don't know, man. Nashville's like the community here is special, and I feel like just the fact like we're here on a podcast talking about this stuff,
right?
Like, things are changing. You know,
it's beautiful, man. Well, I really appreciate you being vulnerable about that, and
dude,
about everything.
It's been a big change and part of my life, you know, and it freed me up. Yeah, it's weird, dude. I used to obsess over everything, and like obviously like I don't know if that ever goes away,
right?
But it's like you learn the tools to kind of be like, dude, shut the hell up.
Love that.
You know
no,
what I mean?
exactly.
Shut up.
Exactly. That's really, and that's something that needs to like you need to have. I feel like, or you'll just drive yourself insane,
dude. And then I think it frees your music up too.
I love that.
I think like when you're creating music from like an angry place, like like there's something special to that. Obviously, like some of the greatest, you know, like I'll reference Nirvana again,
right?
But like, he wasn't that dark of a guy. Like my brother actually got me his notebooks. It's cool. He had like a bunch of notebooks, I guess, and they turned it into like a coffee table book kind of thing.
Oh wow, yeah.
And dude, he was like kind of nerdy, man. Like he was talking about like they would have like checklists for like when they're on tour for like check the tires, check the oil,
just normal.
Yeah, like no drinking. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like,
right.
He just loved music, and then I think everything else. But like, yeah, dude, when you can finally create music from like a positive place, it's totally different, dude. It's so much more fun. Shouldn't it be fun?
It should be fun.
Instead of like agonizing?
Exactly. I totally agree. Well, that makes me excited too, you know, to hear, like you said, you're going to have the Bipolar, isn't it? That is such a great name, by the way. And you're just going to have tons of new music. And I want all my people to tap in right when we get off this. You'll be tagged and everything. But Johnny's, you got a lot of stuff coming. You just dropped a song. Like, it's exciting stuff for you, bro.
It's fun to be back,
I'm pumped
man.
for you, bro.
I was... again, it's like I feel like this is my like almost second time around now with Nashville, because I was in the community, I was doing it, I was there, and then I kind of left and I moved and I came back in 2019.
Yeah.
Then I got my pub deal during COVID, which was like scary but awesome, because like thank God I could survive, you know?
Right.
And now I feel like I'm back. Dude, I was almost done making music. Like I've been happy writing with other artists, like, and it's been going okay, you know? So it's like I've never really experienced things like working out before.
Right.
It's always been like hype.
Sure.
It's always been like record deals. But never like, damn, it's like a single and it's doing okay.
Right.
So I see that and I'm like, wait a minute, like this is actually working. But like I don't know if I'd be me without making music. And it's tough, dude, with Nashville. Like I'm not, you know, with the quintessential like country artist, but I love country. I love making country music.
Totally.
And I don't think I could ever quit making it. So it's very cool for you guys to invite me here today and talk about it, because like there's a lot of music coming. And,
we're excited, bro. We're excited. The whole Hooche team is excited, and we're tapped in. And I need everyone that watches Hooche or on my page to tap into you as well, bro.
Thanks, dude.
I really appreciate you coming on, man. I really do. Man. It's been dope. We'll get each other's numbers, and we'll have to write.
We'll hang, man.
Hang out. Just go to a soccer game.
We're Instagram friends now, dude.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I saw that.
I'm stoked to dive into your stuff and like let's write, man.
I would love to, man. It's exciting. Well, if you want to look at, where's your camera at? Right, where's that one right there? And just let them know where they can find you at on socials, and then we'll wrap this thing up, brother.
So yeah, just I feel like Instagram's probably the best one. It's just Johnny Sings, SINGS. But in true bipolar fashion, I do have the other account for like the punk band, which is at JohnnyWasHere.0. Zip, I think.
Beautiful.
And I'm trying to keep that as like a weird,
I love it.
They kind of like talk crap about each other too, which is kind of funny.
It's fire, bro.
Yeah, so it's like
super fire.
But having fun with it. But yeah, the Johnny Sings one, and then I post there about like the label we just started and like the other artists I work with, and that's like the hub. So,
and you're on all platforms at Johnny Gates, right?
Yeah,
Spotify,
Apple, Amazon, all that stuff. So yeah, Johnny Gates, and then the other project is just Johnny Was Here.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, we're tapped in, bro, and we got a lot of stuff to look forward to. And yeah, we got Valentine's Day together.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a great time. Go watch a soccer game, maybe
get
too.
Some face tats.
Yeah, get a couple face tats for the exes that we lost.
Yeah.
So well, I appreciate you, bub, and we're gonna close this thing up. So y'all, thank you for checking in to another episode that was live stream. But if you weren't able to catch it, we will have it uploaded. So no worries at all. You guys be good to one another. Check out my boy Johnny Gates stuff.